Welcome back to the Powder Shop, your one-stop shop for sports, music, and entertainment and everything in between, baby. We talking about everything. You feel me? So yeah, I'm on this next clip now. I'm picking up where I left off from when me and Soldier Slim we started emerging together. We wasn't together, but I'm just saying we started going out to the nightclubs at the same time, right? So I mean, Magnolia Slim, man, he had the whole Magnolia project behind him. I'm talking about that boy had the whole project behind him. You know what I'm saying? And wherever he went to rock the club, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I can't forget about Streamline too. I can't forget about Streamline in Gertown. You feel me? Yeah, I can't forget about that in Gertown Hounds. You feel me? So yeah, big shout out to my homie Squirrel and them and Seville and them. You heard me? Yeah, big shout out. You heard me? Yeah. But so Soldier Slim came, and like I said, we came around the same time. But that night at the club at Newton's the week before, this when the record label started coming in, right? This when the record label started coming in. Now, they already had labels, but they wasn't a local powerhouse label. Like DJ Jimmy had a record deal when he dropped that single "Bounce for the Juvenile." He had a record deal for that. Lil Elk was on the record label too, I think, and eventually T.T. Tucker and DJ Irv them they put the record out, and the record was on the radio. I don't know what record company it dropped under, right? But that night we was rapping at the club, me, Soldier Slim, and UNLV, which was Tech Ya and Yellow. That night we was rapping at the club. After I got off the mic, that's when I met Ziggy. I'm talking about Ziggler the Wiggler. You know what I'm saying? Ziggler the Wiggler. Big Chief Toilet Paper. All Valus and Magnolia. You heard me? Yeah. Big Chief Toilet Paper. And so Ziggy came up to me and he said, man, my partner's trying to start this record label, bro. He said, I'm going to give you this number here, and I want you to call this number. Call my partner and them, man. They won't put you down. You feel me? So he gave me Baby and Slim number. Right? He gave me Baby and Slim number. So I got the number from Ziggy. And so I went home and I called Baby. No, I went in the St. Thomas Project. I think I was in the project. I went to St. Thomas. And I told my girlfriend, I said, a record label won't sign me. They won't give me a record deal to rap, right? And so I called Baby and Slim right then and there while I was in the project, and we agreed to meet up. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I met Cash Money Records. That's how the whole thing went down with me meeting Cash Money Records, right? So I met Cash Money Records, but Soldier Slim, Magnolia Slim, he didn't have a deal yet. You know, he wasn't on the label yet. You know what I'm saying? But we was, like I said, we was still rocking the clubs. You know what I'm saying? And let me backtrack just a little bit, because I want to put this in there. When Pimp Daddy sent the club up with the Gotta Be Real, Pimp Daddy had the city on fire. Now, I don't know what the timeline was between him rocking the club with Gotta Be Real, and him actually going into the studio and recording the Gotta Be Real record that was played on the radio, right? And that record was produced by the legendary Full Pack, Big Fess and Don Juan. That's my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Full Pack. Don Juan, you know I love you. Big Fess, R.I.P. big fella. R.I.P. big fella. But so I don't know what the timeline was in between that, between Pimp Daddy rocking the clubs with Gotta Be Real, and then him actually going record it, right? Don Juan, if you see this video, let me know, fill me in on that, and I'm gonna come back and make another clip about that, like that timeline and how the whole thing went down with Full Pack and Pimp Daddy recording Gotta Be Real. Right? So that happened, and like I said, I wound up calling Baby and Slim, and that's how I met Cash Money, through Ziggler the Wiggler. You dig? Big Chief Toilet Paper, all Valance and Magnolia. Know what time it is. But yeah, so I called Baby and Slim, we met up and we talked. You know what I'm saying? And he told me they had this other artist. You know what I'm saying? And his name was Kilo G. You know, and the work that they was doing with Kilo G, New Orleans wasn't ready for Kilo G just yet. They wasn't ready for Kilo G because this bounce revolution was on fire. I'm talking about the bounce revolution. This bounce thing was on fire. You know what I'm saying? So when Cash Money came in and they met me, my first album, it was catered to bounce, because that's what we was doing, right? It catered to bounce. And then next thing you know, and I ain't saying because of me, all these other artists started emerging, but the bounce music, it started getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So you had Ricky B, who represented the 7th Ward, coming from downtown. These downtown rappers now that's emerging on the bounce scene. The uptown rappers, I named all those off to you, but now the downtown rappers emerging. You got Ricky B, you got Daddy-O. Daddy-O was my homie. I was hurt when Daddy-O got killed, bro. So big shout out to Daddy-O. Rest in peace, Daddy-O. And you have my homeboy Feli Phil. You know what I'm saying? Feli Phil. Repping that 9th Wall. You know what I'm saying? That's my homie right there. Feli Phil. Much love, Phil. You feel me? If you see this here, much love, homie. Yeah. You dig? And then, you know, you had the emergence of female bounce MCs. You know what I'm saying? You had Mia X. Mia X came, Mama Mia. You know her as Mama Mia now. You know what I'm saying? But you had Mia X. You had Silky Slim. You had Juicy. R.I.P. to Juicy. You know what I'm saying? You had Juicy. And then, you know, these bounce artists just steady kept emerging. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually we had a female artist we found that came to the label. By this time, I was on my 2nd album, The Powder Shop, right? But her name was Miss T. You know what I'm saying? And she was the first lady of Cash Money. She was the first female rapper that ever touched Cash Money Records. You see what I'm saying? And that's my sister. Big shout out to you, T. I hope you see this here. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and then, you know, that's how the bounce, how it all started with bounce, you know. And then, you know, I'm proud to say that bounce music is still going today in 2024 going into 2025. You got Big Frida holding the bounce scene down in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was hundreds of bounce artists that came after us that emerged. You know, and matter of fact, it's so many of them, I'm afraid that I left people out. You know what I'm saying? But that's the bounce revolution. And that's how it all started in New Orleans with T.T. Tucker and DJ Irv in a St. Thomas project at a block party. But like I said, they didn't call them block party. They just called it the DJ. We going out to the DJ. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the bounce revolution started. That's where it started, and that's how it started. Thank you for tuning in to the Powder Shop. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and check back with me, because I got some more fire for you. You understand? I got more fire for you. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we gonna get it cracking, baby. 100.